Hi loves, welcome back to our channel. This is Jerry, and for today's video we're going to be unboxing and reviewing a new Switch controller by Funlab. Let's get right into it. So here's the box that the controller came in. It's really beautiful, and here there's an image of the controller itself. It's so pretty, it has paws all over it, it's pink and white. I do wish though that my box didn't get so banged up in transport, but that's okay. I'm probably not going to keep the box anyway. Here it lets you know that it's the controller, the cable, and the manual that's inside. Here is little instructions on how to pair and connect for the first time and how to reconnect from home. And here's some more information on the controller itself. I think it's important to note that the charging time, because I know you guys are going to ask, the charge time is 3 hours, so it takes 3 hours to get a full charge, and then it'll last about 8 hours before you need to charge it again. And you're going to be using a USB Type-C cable, but they are providing the cable. Let's go ahead and open the box. Alright, so first thing in the box is the thumb grips, and this controller does come with thumb grips. I'm going to list it in the description for you guys, but it is $34.99 or $35.99, sorry, I believe, on Amazon, and it does come with the grips. It has a pink set and a white set, and you can even mix and match and use one pink, one white. Next thing in the box is the controller itself. I'm going to take everything out before we take a look at the controller. Then tucked in back here is the user manual, which we'll be taking a look at shortly. And then lastly, the USB-C type cable. So this is just a basic USB-C type cable in black. You can also use your Nintendo Switch charger or your iPad or your cell phone if you have like most Galaxies, or just there's lots of different Type-C cables you can use. Alright, now let's take a look at the controller. This is how the controller looks, and I will say it's very beautiful. A lot like nicer than I even thought that it would be. I'm really in love with the colors. It's two different warm pinks, and they're really pretty. There's even pink here, and then we have the beautiful little kitty paws all over, printed on the front and the back. Look how cute the back is. Even the tag is pink. The buttons are pink. This is like a super pink controller for those of us that love pink. You won't have to customize any part of this. There's like no reason to take it apart or switch the buttons, or even the joysticks are pink. So that's a super plus in my book. For those of us that like everything to be pink or pastel or to have a certain aesthetic, this is a great price point where you won't have to go and buy separate things to customize it. And it also comes with the grips, so you won't have to go out and look for grips that specifically fit this controller. So that's a big plus to me. I'm going to go ahead and put a pair of the thumb grips on before we get started with going through the user manual, checking out the specs of the controller, and then we'll connect to the controller. So I think I'm going to use, just to test them both out, one pink and one white. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. And I'm just going to use the method you guys have showed me various times. You just kind of push this inside out like that. And then we'll place it on the thumbstick and then push the sides down. Didn't seem to work that well that time. Maybe I did something wrong. Alright, second try here. I'm going to leave the controller on the desk. Alright, that seemed to work a lot better. And there we go. Both are on there. They match the controller perfectly. Like this pink matches this pink. This matches the buttons. It's so perfect and it looks so nice. And that's why I really like the look of the two of them. At first I was going to do just pink, but I love how every color is tied in with these thumb grips. They're perfect for this controller. The extra grips I'm just going to put away in my little grippy container, and I'm using this like lunch container of cinnamon roll as a grip container for now. Alright, now we can take a look at the user manual. This is the user manual. We've got English is going to be from page 1 to 6. They also have I'm not sure which language this is, but Dutch, French, Italian, and Spanish as well, I believe. So here's a map of the buttons, and there is a picture map of this on the Amazon listing. I'll try to put that up for you guys, but it does come with this graphic so that you know exactly what all the buttons are and what they're referring to in the rest of the manual. Next is the connection instructions. They're all laid out here. I'm going to show you guys right now, but if you wanted to just skip ahead, you can look at this or refer to this later if you have the controller. And this is how to reconnect if you've already connected before. This is for first time connection and reconnection. I'm not very familiar with the turbo function, but they do speak about it a little bit on their Amazon. They say that the Funlab cute cat paw pink controller with dual monitors enhances gameplay with 3 levels of vibration that puts you in the game with physical feedback, 3 adjustable turbo speed from 5 shots to 12 shots to 20 shots. You can enjoy the best turbo speed to battle and to be the last one standing. So I think maybe the turbo button is right here. I think maybe that's to set up so that you can fire more than once at a time. And then here it talks about how to adjust the vibration intensity. The vibration is the, well, obviously the like rumble that you feel in the controller. And I believe they have 3 different intensities that you can switch to. And then that's all. It starts switching to the next language. So I would keep this for to look back on if you need help. But let's go ahead and set that stuff up ourselves. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to connect it to your Switch device. I'm going to start with my Switch Lite, which I have right here. And then I'm pretty sure you guys are going to want to see it connected to the big Switch. So I have an OLED Switch here, and then I have the original Switch up here if you guys want to see it connected to that too, but it's going to connect the same to all of them. So we'll just get started with this one. So I just realized that of course the controller is not charged, so I'm charging it now, but I did want to mention that these lights here, you see them flashing. That means that the controller is charging. If you leave it charging and they turn off, that means that the controller is in sleep mode and it's fully charged. If you turn it back on and then you see that all the lights are completely lit up, that means it's fully charged and ready to use and on. But if the lights are flashing, that means that it's charging. So that's how you know. Alright, so I've gone ahead and charged the controller a bit, so I'm going to show you how to connect it now. You're going to want to go to your Switch device, and it's going to be the same for the Switch, Switch Lite, Switch OLED. You're going to press this button here that looks like a Joy-Con. Click on that, and then press where it says Change Grip Order. And you'll be taken to this screen, and then what you're going to do is make sure it's on, and then you're going to hold the home button and the Y button for 2 seconds and then let go, and then it should be paired. Now you want to make sure that when you press them, you're kind of pressing the Y button a little bit before the home button. And then you'll see that it connected and you'll feel like a rumble. So now it's connected and you can do anything that you could have done with these. And all of the buttons should work the same. You can barely see my game because it's really dark, but yes. And that's how you connect it. So now I'm going to try to change the rumble. Let's see. Alright, now there are 4 different levels of rumble, I believe. The first layer or level being 0%, which is no rumble at all. Then it goes to 30% rumble, then 70% rumble, and then 100% rumble. So to go up a rumble speed, you're going to hold down B and plus for 5 seconds. And then you'll feel that it goes up. And if you want to lower the rumble, then you would hold B and minus for 5 seconds. So what I want to do first is increase the rumble intensity. So I'm going to hold B and plus for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, And I believe that means that the rumble intensity is higher now. I'm not sure how to check, so let me check if it says anything. Alright, so the best way to check the rumble is to go to the home screen, click on the controllers icon, and then hit here where it says find controllers, and then click on the controller, and you'll feel the rumble. I'm sure you guys can't see it, but maybe you can hear it, and that feels pretty strong to me. So if you want to lower it, again, you do B and minus for 5 seconds. And to lower again, you do it again. And now we can test it and see if it's a lot lower. So that's how you would test the intensity of the vibration, so you can decide on what you want. Remember, B minus to go lower on the vibration and B plus to go higher. So before we go, I actually wanted to compare this controller to other controllers for you really quick. So this is the first Funlab controller that I got. It's like a mini controller. As you can see, it's a lot smaller than this one, and it also doesn't come with all of the capabilities that this controller has. This is just a very lightweight, easy to use, nice, affordable controller. This one is also affordable, but it's a little sturdier, more heavy duty, and it has more capabilities. This one is $35.99, which I think is a great price and a great alternative to this one, which is the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. Mine is just customized. If you want to see how I customized this, check out my videos. I have a few customizing Switch Pro controllers. So this is supposed to be more of a pro version like this one, but I believe this one is like $79.99, $80. New in box, and this is $35, so it's a big price difference. I think this is a nice alternative to those of you who are trying to save money and get a cute controller at the same time. And I also want to compare it to, I know a lot of you are going to ask, the kitty controller, since this is also a cat controller. So if you're looking for a cat controller, I would think that these are your two options. This is a smaller, lighter, easier version. This is a sturdier, nicer version with more capabilities, but both are really good. That's all for today's video. Please comment, let us know if you enjoyed this type of video, if we should do more, and if you did like it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you guys so much. See you in the next one, Kitty and Jerry.